Good afternoon to all the honorable dignitaries on the dais. Good afternoon to all the honorable members who are present in the auditorium. And good afternoon, my dear friends and colleagues. It is indeed a privilege for me today to stand over here and deliver this presentation. And for that, I would like to thank the organizers for having given me the opportunity to do so. Now, my presentation would basically talk about stainless steel, its various aspects, and how stainless steel contributes and could contribute to the future mobility and transportation in India. So before I move into the details, let us have a look at the evolution of transportation in India and maybe across the world. So we all know in the ancient times, it was basically the waterways which formed the backbone of transportation. It not only moved human beings, but it also moved goods. It also moved animals during warfare. But then, left to the vagaries of nature, it was quite unsafe. And of course, the pace of movement was extremely slow. And with the passage of time and with the advent of new technologies, there was a gradual shift towards roadways. And today, 50% of India travel by roads. Roads and railways form 80% of the transportation mode in the country. And if we move forward over the next 5 years, the future of roadways seems extremely bright. The Indian government has plans of setting up almost 84,000 kilometers of roadways by 2022, which is almost twice the circumference of the Earth. At 5.5 million kilometers, India has the second longest roadways in the world. It transports over 90% of passenger traffic in India and almost 65% of goods. And over the next 5 years, the government of India has decided to invest almost 7 trillion Indian rupees in developing roads and highways. And when we talk about road travel, buses constitute almost 90%, and they form the backbone of not only the rural, but the urban mobility in India. In fact, we are at a very interesting stage where the bus segment in India is poised for significant growth. If you look at the per capita penetration across the world, buses per 1,000 person, then today India has a deficit of almost 4 lakh buses vis-a-vis global norms. China, with a population of 1.37 billion, has 6.8 lakh buses. India, with a population of 1.32 billion, has 4 lakh buses. Now, when we look at the future of buses, there are 3 S that we must keep in mind. One is safety, second is sustainability, and the third is savings. So what do we mean by these 3 S? Safety, of course, the safety for passengers, safety of goods. When we look at sustainability, we try to find out how are we able to reduce the emissions. Are we using a green material which is recyclable? And how are we able to address the environmental concerns? When we look at savings, it's in terms of energy efficiency, in terms of energy conservation. Are we able to bring down the cost of transportation? Are we able to increase the life of the buses? Are we able to reduce the downtime? And finally, are we able to increase the productivity? And there's a very interesting study which was done by Grant Thornton, and they looked at how we could have a smart transportation. And they mentioned that when we look at smart transportation, we need to have a crash-resistant superstructure, a crash-resistant body. We need to have vehicles which are fire retardant. And the material which is used for fabrication of these vehicles need to have the ideal combination of strength, ductility, toughness, and fatigue. When we look at savings, the savings come about because if you are able to lightweight the structures, and for that we need to use high-strength steel. We need to have a longer life, and for that we need to have corrosion-resistant material. And finally, when you look at sustainability, we need to use green material. We need to use materials which are recyclable. So the question that is poignant for us is there a material which can address all the 3 S's of transportation simultaneously? And yes, there is. Stainless steel today is the most optimum material which are used for construction of buses, which are used for construction of trains, and which could be used for construction of freight vehicles in the country. And if you look at the global consumption of stainless steel in the transportation sector, the Western world today uses almost 15% of stainless steel in the transport, whereas if you look at the India, it's almost 1 to 5%. So there lies a significant potential for stainless steel usage in the transportation segment. If you look at the stainless steel buses, and if you look at the global scenario, it is not a new concept. Stainless steel buses came into the picture in 1940s when it was introduced in US, Canada, Mexico. In 1980s, it spread to Italy. In 1990s, it spread across Scandinavia, Belgium, Germany, Netherlands. In 2000, it was adopted in Australia, China, and Asia. And finally, over the last 2 or 3 years, we are seeing the footprints of stainless steel in the Indian market. So just to share with you some of the case studies, we have Volvo. They have been using stainless steel for both their body as well as the underframe components, primarily to increase the life. If we look at Australia, the stainless steel bus uses the interior, exterior, and the tubular structures in SS304. And the usage of stainless steel has resulted in a weight savings of almost 700 kg per bus. And it gave a savings of almost $2 per kilometer in petrol cost. And the reduced stay weight led to an ability to carry an additional 9 passengers, therefore increasing the revenue. And because most of these buses are used in unpainted condition, hence the painting operation was completely eliminated, the productivity improved by 15%. These are some of the, case studies in Greyhound they use in US. They use primarily stainless steel in unpainted form. Silver Eagle in UK, they also use stainless steel, mostly in the non-painted condition. Optare in UK and Scania, they are all using stainless steel for not only for the interior panels, but for the superstructure as well as for the underframe components. Electric buses, this is a new concept which is gaining ground in India, and the government has put a lot of thrust on electric vehicles, and rightly so. And let me tell you, in Europe, all electric buses are made out of stainless steel. The primary reason being to reduce the weight, because these batteries which are used in buses, they cost almost 70 to 80 lakhs, and therefore reduction in weight enables one to increase the battery life. So why stainless? One, stainless steel meets all the design criteria. If we look at the various design aspects of a bus, first and foremost comes safety. Stainless steel, as we would see later on, it provides the maximum crash resistance, it provides maximum impact resistance, and it provides a maximum fire retardant characteristics. If we look at the life, stainless steel is extremely corrosion resistant, and therefore we are able to get a much, much longer life than what has been regulated today. If we look at the maintenance, because it is corrosion resistant, there is absolutely almost nil amount of wear, and therefore the repair and maintenance cost comes down drastically. If you look at the design, then stainless steel, because of its high strength to weight ratio, because of its higher strength, we are able to lightweight the structures, and therefore it is able to save on fuel. And therefore, when all these dovetails together, the life cycle cost becomes the least with stainless steel as compared to any other alternate materials. So just to take you through some of the important parameters, if you look at the impact resistance, then the grade of stainless steel which is globally used, it's a ferritic stainless steel called 1.4003, which is also called 409M in India. It offers almost 40% higher crash resistance than the normally used mild steel. And this is a common picture we come across almost every day. When the bus overturns, if it's able to use stainless steel superstructures, then these superstructures do not crumble, and therefore the passengers can be evicted safely, and therefore stainless steel saves lives. These are some of the statistics that we want to share with you. Based on a survey done by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in 2016, it was found that almost 10,500 number of fatal accidents were caused by buses per year. And out of that, 25% were because of overturning and head-on collisions. So if you are able to use stainless steel, then a huge number of passengers could be saved during such incidences. If you look at the fire resistance characteristic, carbon steel today can withstand a temperature of almost 300 degrees centigrade. Aluminium starts degrading from around say, 60 to 80 degrees centigrade. But stainless steel, the grade of stainless steel that we are talking about, the ferritic stainless steel, it can withstand a temperature close to 800 degrees centigrade. And therefore, a stainless steel offers the best-in-class safety. And it is because of this that the Indian Railways today have converted all their trains into stainless steel. And the grade of stainless steel which they're using, the ferritic stainless steel, is what is being used by the buses. So if you look at the Rajdhanis and Durontos, if you look at the passenger coaches, if you look at the metros, they're all using stainless steel today. Coming to the second part, that is whether stainless steel shall provide a longer life. If you look at the corrosion hut of the country, then India is a highly corrosion-prone area, corrosion-prone region. And if you look at the coastal regions, and almost 90% of the country lies within the extremely severe to moderately severe corrosive conditions. And therefore, if you look at all the major state road transport corporations in the country, like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra, or Kerala or Tamil Nadu, they lie under the extreme severe corrosive region where per annum, per year, almost 0.25 millimeters of the material gets corroded. And today we are using, if you look at the bus panels, they're using 1 millimeter thickness. So after 3 to 4 years, almost nothing remains. And this is amply borne out by these pictures, which I have taken at the Kengedi workshop at Karnataka. After 3 to 4 years, almost nothing remains of the structures. Now, is it safe for passengers to travel in these kind of vehicles? These are some of the other pictures. So what we propose is, in order to give a longer life, globally the stainless steel panels which are used is 409M, which not only has a higher corrosion resistant, but the yield strength of the materials are also 30% more than that of the mild steel sheets. Secondly, the modulus of elasticity of stainless steel is almost 3 times that of aluminium, and therefore this allows the stainless steel usage to reduce the weight of the panels by almost 10 to 15%. It gives a longer life, it helps in fuel savings, and of course the maintenance and the repair cost comes down drastically. If you look at the superstructures, then the grade of stainless steel which is used globally is again ferritic 409M. In India, we have another grade called JT, where the yield strength is almost 2 to 3 times that of the normally used carbon steel. Now, what it does is, it enables the superstructure weight to be reduced by as much as 20 to 25%. Sometimes it goes as high as 35%. It results in enormous amount of fuel savings. It increases the tire life. It prolongs the life. Today we have, the regulated life of a bus body is around 10 to 12 years. But with stainless steel, we can easily increase the life to 15 or 20 years. And of course, the repair and maintenance cost is cut down drastically. So why stainless steel? One, it provides maximum safety. Second, because of its high strength, it enables in lowering the weight of the vehicle structure. It increases the life. The maintenance and service cost comes down drastically. It's also aesthetically very pleasing. And finally, stainless steel is 100% recyclable and hence is a green steel. Therefore, when we look at all these things in totality, the life cycle cost of a stainless steel bus is the lowest as compared to any other materials. Just to share with you a few glimpses of stainless steel buses in India, they are using external panels in 409M, it's a ferritic grade of stainless steel. The inner panels are again in bright finish ferritic stainless steel. The superstructure in 409M tubes. The internals also, if you look at the grab poles, stanchions, window rails, they are all in stainless steel. Checkered is something which is a new product where we are slowly seeing replacement of aluminium checkered sheets with stainless steel checkered sheets for floors, footsteps, and luggage carriers. And I just want to spend a few minutes on this slide. Today, most of the state road transport corporations are using aluminium checkered. Now, what happens with aluminium checkered is because it's a softer material, after 3 to 4 years, the profile gets totally worn off. And therefore, the main purpose for which the aluminium checkered are used, that is to give it the anti-slip properties, that gets lost. With stainless steel, it is a highly wear resistant, it's a highly corrosion resistant structure, and therefore stainless steel checkered sheets can give you a life of 30 to 40 years without any maintenance. So we did a lot of analysis with some of the major state road transport corporations, and what we found out was if we are able to substitute aluminum checkered with stainless steel checkered, then per bus on the procurement cost itself, there is a savings of almost 9,000 rupees. And if you are able to, and if you look at some of the major state road transport corporations which manufactures around 1,000 buses per annum, this directly gives a savings of almost 1 crore. Now this is not a new concept. In globally also, if you see, all the railways and the bus bodies are using this stainless steel checkered. Indian railways have completely moved out from aluminum checkered to stainless steel checkered. If anybody is from Mumbai and if they travel by these passenger trains, they will find the floor made out of stainless steel checkered. The LHV coaches, there is the Rajdhanis and Durontos, they also have stainless steel checkered in the doorways. In the load bodies also, where you're using a mild steel checkered of 5 to 6 mm thickness with stainless steel checkered, which has a much, much higher strength, that the thickness can be reduced to 3 mm, and therefore you're able to reduce the weight by almost 50%. So what are the life cycle cost benefits with stainless steel buses? Now we've done a detailed analysis of several of the state road transport corporations, and this is a typical case which I'm sharing with you. Normally the weight of a non-stainless steel bus is around 2 tons to 2.1 tons. If you are able to substitute that with stainless steel, the weight comes down to 1.7 tons, which means there is a savings of around 400 kg per bus. And the mileage of a non-stainless steel bus and a stainless steel bus is, and these are actual figures which I'm quoting, for a non-stainless steel bus, it has been found to be 5.06 kilometers per liter, whereas with a stainless steel bus, it is 5.32. And normally the distance traversed by these buses are almost 400 kilometers per day, which results in a savings of 4 liters of diesel per day. If you look at the cost of diesel today, it's 75 rupees per liter, and therefore 300 rupees is the savings per day. For a month, it's 9,000 rupees. And therefore, the initial procurement cost with stainless steel, if you look at the tubes, the interior panels, the exterior panels, it comes to around 70 to 80,000 rupees, which the state road transport corporations are able to recover within a period of 9 to 10 months. So what is the benefit that they get out of stainless steel bus? Now one, only on the savings on account of lower diesel consumption, if you look at the payback period of around 11 months or 1 year maximum, and if you look at a regulated bus life of 12 years, then for the remaining 11 years, the total savings due to lower fuel consumption comes to almost 12 lakh. Stainless steel being extremely corrosion resistant, there is no need of repair and maintenance. What we have found out is that in case of a non-stainless steel bus, the repairing frequency is almost 3 to 4 years. So over a life of 12 years, they have to do, the repairing is done almost 3 times. And in each repair cycle, the cost is around 60,000 rupees. So over a period of 12 years, almost 2 lakhs is spent on repair and maintenance. So with stainless steel, this 2 lakhs could be entirely saved. Other cost savings, now generally the downtime per repair is around 10 to 15 days. So if you are doing 3 repairs over a period of 12 years, the downtime is 30 to 45 days. And within this 30 to 45 days, you are losing a revenue worth 1.5 to 2 lakhs. Plus, with stainless steel, with a lower weight, the tire life could be increased. And therefore, if we sum up these figures, what we find out is that the total life cycle cost benefit with stainless steel bus comes to around 15 to 16 lakhs. And there's another benefit which we have offered to all the major road transport corporations, stainless steel being a completely recyclable product. We have told them that we will be able to give them a scrap credit. We are going to buy back the scrap and offer them the credit at that point in time. So that comes to almost around 1 to 2 lakhs. So if you look at in totality, the savings, the life cycle cost benefit with a stainless steel bus comes to around 16 to 17 lakhs per bus. So just to share with you some of the case studies. One, Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation, Karnataka, Telangana, Maharashtra, and Goa. Currently, these are the 5 major state road transport corporations who have already gone in for stainless steel. If we look at the private sector, we have Volvo, we have Tata Motors, we have Scania, we have some of the major bus body fabricators in South. We have already embraced stainless steel for their bus bodies. And just to share with you a few case studies, this is the picture of the ultra. I just need 5 more minutes. This is the Ultra Deluxe bus body, which has been fabricated by Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation, and they are fabricated completely out of stainless steel. The weight savings was 370 kg per bus. It is plying on the Srikakulam-Vizag route since 6 November 2017. 9 months have passed, and they are extremely satisfied with the performance. They are getting a cost savings of around 8,000 to 8,500 rupees per month due to lower fuel consumption. And with an initial cost increase of 70 to 80,000 rupees, the payback is coming to 9 to 10 months. And what is more important to note is, this is the actual figure, the correlation between the fuel saved, the weight reduction, and the distance traversed. So what we found out was 2 to 2.5 liters of diesel was being saved for every 1,000 kg of weight reduction for every 100 kilometers of travel. With the success of the Ultra Deluxe bus, they went ahead and developed the Telugu Velugu bus also in stainless steel. Good presentation, which is plying on the road since February 2018. Maharashtra, they have completely switched over the panels into stainless steel, and this bus was fabricated at the Dapodi workshop in Pune. They got a weight reduction of 233 kg per bus. And this is the completed stainless steel bus, which is plying on the Pune-Sholapur route since 20th February 2018. They are looking at developing 10 or 15 more buses in stainless steel. Kadamba Road Transport Goa, they have completely switched over the interior panels into stainless. The inner panels, the stanchions, the handrails, they are completely into stainless steel tubes. And now they are looking at stainless steel checkered sheets as well as the superstructures. Veeravana Bangalore, I would like to take their name because they are the first bus body fabricator in India who've embraced stainless steel. This bus was fabricated. There are 2 buses which they are fabricated for Kalpaka Travels in November 2015. 3 years have gone by, and there has been no instance of repair and maintenance cost. So before I end, I would like to re-emphasize the point that if we are to have a safe, smart, and sustainable journey, then we must follow what the world is doing. We must embrace stainless steel buses.